Hey guys, Ryland here, and today I want to take a look at some of the things that I've done to be able to now talk to you from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where I run my business remotely all over South America, Asia, and it's something that I know most people dream of. I was able to accomplish it by implementing some of the things that Tim Ferriss wrote about many years ago in the 4-Hour Work Week, and now I'm actually living that dream. If you have aspirations to work remotely and to work on the things that you love, then listen in. I want to cover it today in a document that I've created to help you kind of create a roadmap or a path and understand how you can leverage systems and leverage processes to be able to get back your time in 2025, 2026, and in the future, because right now it is a time to take advantage of trends. And I want to go through this with you. Let's take a look, and I'll jump right in right now. This is the growth accelerator you can see here. This is something that I've used, and it's a concept called a flywheel. You have to start thinking about how you can utilize systems in your business to grow your business in ways that are beyond yourself. You cannot keep doing the same thing where you're just waiting and chasing leads that call in on the phone or come from referrals. It's not enough. It will never be enough. Now there are powerful systems out there that we're using to generate something that is life-changing. So the first thing is you must utilize the current trends to make money online. And the number one trend I know you've heard about is utilizing AI with an offer that you can actually help local business owners earn income starting off at $10,000, $40,000, even up to $100,000 a month, utilizing a message backed by AI. It's the first part of this flywheel funnel. Now, this flywheel is something that is a way for you to leverage a system of trust by building an online community on Facebook is where I recommend it, generating content. But the first content that you must create is your own journey to earning your first income online, okay? Utilizing current trends, whether it's AI or whatever is powerful and trending in your specific niche, you first have to start by generating your own case study. And I actually sold a $1 million property utilizing my AI system that was calling back my previous leads that I purchased online, as well as it calls immediately the new leads that I get in my business, and it also calls back everybody indefinitely. And I also have a inbound system set up, so anyone that calls, it routes them, because my time is too valuable to be taken away from the high dollar tasks. This is a real video. It's a real case study. It's something that I offer in my niche because I help real estate agents and investors. I help them generate systems that actually get them new leads through advertising on Facebook. And we have an actual AI voice agent caller that calls those leads immediately and books them into qualified leads into the prospect's appointment calendar. Now, this is a way to set up a case study and to show what you're doing and show how you're utilizing current trends. It can be AI, it can be whatever. And this community is going to be fed by your online content that you're creating and recording. By just setting up a camera, recording yourself like me, or holding up your phone, or setting it up on your desk, or however you want to get this content created, you just need to record content and post it into this algorithm, into the beast, into YouTube, because it is going to put your content in front of new eyes for free, and it's going to allow you to then generate and create a what we call a video sales letter, or a video that kind of showcases what you offer, how you do it, and how you're earning income online, as well as how other people can do the same. And you're going to help other people create communities that all are on Facebook. And on these Facebook communities, you're going to have a large group of people. And this is where it starts getting very powerful, because 1-to-1 it works, 1-to-2, 3, 5, but as you get into 5 and 10 and beyond, a month, or even compress it down into a week, you need to have an active community where you're posting the same content that you're posting online, you're getting new people in there, And in this community, we have what's called a setter, or someone that is in the community actively posting and engaging with the members, answering questions, and urging them to get on a call to learn more about how we can help them generate their own community and create their own content with all the setup and all the scripts and all the marketing, which I'll show you. We help find a niche, and the number one thing that I really like helping people with is mindset. But without going too far, guys, this flywheel works because you're creating content online, you're sharing how you're actually helping people online and posting this on YouTube publicly, because the old way of trying to advertise and send everybody to a website where you have this video where people might not even watch 1/4 of it or even any of it at all. They try to book into a call where you then try to convert them and explain to them in maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, exactly what you do, how you do it, and you just don't have enough connection. You don't have enough time with those people. So it's important to understand, it's important to note that to make this system work, you first have to start with what you're going to offer. And right now, I urge you to utilize the trends that are going on in AI, because what I can do is I can help you get your first win and get that first case study to get this flywheel going, to get this momentum going, because in this community, you can sell this for $4,000, $6,000, $10,000, $12,000. But to be able to do that and to be able to have these massive levers that you can pull in sales with the proven sales script that I have, that I've used to sell over $15 million in my own career in many different things I've worked in. I've worked most recently in corporate sales, selling software and systems in colleges for about 6 years. And I've also started out, like you have to start out in my first venture, where I was selling advertising and working with local businesses to help them understand, the process that your prospects have to go through, from absolutely no awareness to some awareness to heightened awareness, and then capturing consistent marketing and using consistent marketing to capturing those prospects that are right at the top and right at the most intent, so that you can sell to those prospects and earn money in your business and then offer them more things. I helped business owners do that. And then I also went into other sales where I was selling in-home, like Zig Ziglar style, where I was selling cookware and other in-home products. And I had to learn really quickly how to reinvent the sales process, because what is taught out there in every corporation, every corporate job these days, it is awful. It's terrible. I found the best work and the best work on myself through recreating my entire sales script. And I use an actual formula, and I'll teach you to do the same, so that whatever niche you choose, you have a powerful sales system that I've honestly, I love working in this, because it's reinventing and rethinking how things are done currently by reaching out to the top people that are in your niche and honestly paying them to see what they're doing, how they're doing it, because we have to start thinking in terms of efficiency, understanding the power of hitting the sweet spot with the current trends like AI, and how it overlaps with all these niches that you have thought about and maybe don't know where to start and don't have the right idea of where you want to go. Because honestly, most people get stuck, and they get stuck at different points and different parts. And the reason why is what you offer to people in, if it's an offer to you or an offer to a business, the people get stuck because they have so many elements to get an offer out there: the mindset, the sales, the marketing, the content creation, trying to just start at the right place. Well, that's why you need to incorporate and utilize AI and the current trends out there in your market to be able to offer a complete transformation. That is the first key of what we offer in sales, what we offer and require in your niche selection, because the AI systems that we have that you can use my developer to create and implement and offer to local businesses in your niche, or to online entrepreneurs that are in your niche on LinkedIn, on Facebook groups, in blogs, in specific places that we can help you target them. the first and foremost part of how you're going to offer to them is you're going to have a complete system that's built with AI. Okay, I have a developer that has built for me a system that I utilize in my business to get these kind of sales, this $1 million property sale and everything in between. He worked in large enterprise companies and has developed systems and AI systems for them, utilizing the latest AI voice technology to actually call new leads and new marketing to solve the number one problem that every entrepreneur has, which is new marketing and trying to get new leads. And guys, I spent $12,000 on Google, and you don't have to spend that kind of money because the cost of acquisition, it gets very high. The leads I was spending money on were, anywhere from $50 to over $12,000, and it's a lot of money. And it does work for some businesses, but guys, I've already gone through that, and I can get you right into the marketing that works with our proven systems, so that you can offer the marketing and the automatic follow-up with a real programmed AI voice agent that does these three things. It does the follow-up and the instant call to those new leads, because what I learned when I was doing that 12,000 in spend on Google, listen, if I waited even minutes, these people disappeared off the face of the earth. Even if they had just gone to Google and searched for investors needed in Denver, Colorado, or in Tampa, Florida, or in Atlanta, or any of these areas that I work and deal my real estate investing in, if they filled out the form by searching for, I need to sell my house, or I need help with my property, it needs work and I need to sell it, and I need someone to buy it, and they searched for that in the specific city, and my website came up because I was using Google advertising and the placement was there, and they clicked on it and they would go and fill out a quick form on my site. And when that form came into me and I was running my business, working on all these different elements that you see, the sales, the marketing, the content creation, the follow-up, all of these different things, the low times and the high times that you experience with mindset, sometimes when you hit these roadblocks and you can't take action, all of that goes on in every single business, and it went on in mine. And when I couldn't get to those leads immediately, I lost money because they completely disappeared off the face of the earth. What they did is they went on and filled out that form with someone else that actually answered. And so, of course, they didn't need that service anymore because they were already working with someone and they were already, building trust with them and going through their process. So I help you get right to the systems that work with our proven marketing systems so that you can choose the right niche and utilize an AI system. This entire automation system lives in something called a contact resource manager software. We use Go High Level and we customize it, and we put this AI caller utilizing the latest AI technology so that people get calls within seconds, okay? They get calls within seconds and they're able to get the help they need because this AI system actually qualifies them and has a real conversation with them and sees if they have the right motivation points. If they do, then they go right into this calendar for you, okay? If this is your business, or if you're helping a local business owner installing this in their business, this is going to have a prospective customer go right into their business, right into their calendar for their business, okay? And then what happens is you have all of these old leads that they didn't even contact for all of these years, sometimes thousands. Guys, this system we have developed, it's the same, it works on the same level of technology that we're delivering with the enterprise level clients. We have over 10 Fortune 1000 companies that my developer has created these softwares for. And the number one thing that these people need is they need a reliable software, they need one that follows up, and they need an AI voice agent that sounds human-like, that you can actually have a real conversation with, that you can interrupt, you can ask it if it's AI, it will tell you, it will follow up, it will help you get what you need. And that's what people are most concerned about that are in these different levels of intent in marketing. Because in the marketing side of things, when we're working in this process, listen, you can do it yourself and we'll show you how. And we recommend that you exercise and flex and utilize that marketing muscle, but you don't have to. We have white label or essentially a service that you can run in your business and just install and plug in and have $600 at a cost of $600 per client when you're marketing. So when you're working in your niche, if you're just helping people write novels or whatever you're having them do, you need to have a system to outreach to them. And we offer that you can learn, or you can just buy it and install it so that you can do what you love and talk to those people and help them write novels. It's something that is pretty easy and pretty quick. You just do an onboarding call with them. It's about $600 per client that you sign with them. And what they'll help you do is they'll create proven Facebook ads that you can double check with us, and you can see that, make sure that they work, and they'll create ads and they'll run those ads, and they'll help you get people that are in every single stage of writing novels, wanting to, thinking about it, actively doing it. Obviously, probably most people have those that are sitting on their shelf or on the back burner or on random pages in their phone or voice notes and in different places, and have gone on for years, and it's just all quite a mess. And you can advertise to those people at every single point and find them and get them as appointments in your calendar, because this marketing that we do for you yourself to get this first case study in this niche that you're utilizing these powerful AI systems in. Listen, this marketing system is designed because we utilize the AI voice caller in that same system, because this marketing system is nothing unless you're calling these people immediately and calling them back forever with this old lead follow-up. That's the important thing. That's the thing that you need to really understand and really use to hit this sweet spot, guys. The sweet spot comes when you're utilizing the AI automation system that you can get from us, that's built by a developer that I use to develop all my systems and all my client systems. It's the same one I use that has real AI voice callers that run your business. They answer the phone when you have marketing go out to these companies. They call these people back until they answer. And if people randomly call you, guys, it's about time efficiency. It puts it right into your calendar if they're qualified. If not, it's going to continue to follow up. So just understand, there is a powerful AI system that you can utilize, which is a huge trend right now, okay? And you can use it to serve your niche. And that sweet spot comes when you've just selected a niche, whatever it is, and you go all in, and you can just pay for it and install this system so that you have marketing going out and you're having real conversations with people that are trying to write novels, if that's your niche. And this AI voice agent and voice system is going to put them all into your calendar and do all the follow-up for you. So the first and most important part of doing this is using the sweet spot method to pick a niche and utilize an AI system to call them and just spend time on the phone with them, because that's how we get better, as we iterate and utilize our own flywheel in your own mind. Sorry guys, you're going to hear sound because I work in these countries. I'm in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and you're going to hear, street noise. Sometimes it comes through my windows. But guys, the sweet spot comes when you overlap what you're trying to do, your deepest desires, and you find that and pull that out of the market with marketing with an AI system. And that's how you start to leverage time, because you can't just continue what you've been doing. How long have you thought about trying to pick a niche? Have you thought about trying to make money online and you're still sitting in this pick a niche section? Or have you tried a little bit, dabbled a little bit, and you just have a million people to call back and you don't know how to do it? Guys, we get this stuff up and running and we make you move fast. It's like putting you into class 5 rapids, and we're going to get you up to speed quick. No more sitting on the sidelines devouring and watching content and moving yourself through people's flywheels by just watching this content people put out, these case studies that people put out, and all of this stuff that just moves you and influences you and pushes you. Listen, it's helpful, it's nice, it works, but it only helps if you have the right mindset and you're getting past all of these thoughts. And guys, in my community and on my page, Feel free to follow me. Don't follow me. Skip through and look at the videos that I have out there, because I give away all of the free stuff that helps people. In the past, I've sold for thousands upon tens of thousands of dollars. Now I give this stuff away for free because I want you to understand that I'm legit. I want you to get real help and real value, and understand that maybe it is worth hanging around in our community and seeing, what people are doing to leverage these trends and to get into their niche and to install systems so they can get on the phone with people that are trying to write novels and help them and create an offer for them and sell them on that offer and generate income and start to realize and start to move into the world of making money online like I'm doing, and traveling and doing the things that you really want to do when you have your time back, like Tim Ferriss talked about in the 4-hour work week. Okay, all of this for me spurred from that time where I was working and I was running a business. I was working probably 12 hours a day, and I was working 6 days a week like that. And even on Sunday afternoon and all evening, I was still working, and I was selling, and I sold my first $250,000 to get into that role where I was managing a team, and I've trained probably 275 sales reps, probably 25 cold callers that were helping me as assistants before we even had AI that could do this kind of thing. And all of that work was telling me, wow, there's got to be a better way. And I saw this book called The 4-Hour Work Week, and I picked up that book, and I realized the need for systems. You have to start thinking in systems if you're going to be able to leverage and create offers and sell them for high ticket. That high ticket key is what I'm working on getting you to right now. But it starts with your mindset and understanding that there is something out there. The top 5% do not think about trading time for money. They don't think about things in terms of cost. They think about things in terms of, what can I spend to get money back? How can I spend money to get more back? How can I invest money to see more money come back? That's how you utilize and really utilize these systems to the maximum. The systems and the growth infrastructure that I put in place in your business is designed to put you on a platform and move your mind and your mindset from all of these thoughts that hit this imaginary barrier that you've created because you're not choosing the niche. You probably have limited, or you don't understand how to convey larger ideas and sales so that you can sell high ticket. I mean, guys, I've sold over $15 million. Okay. It's like 15 and a half now. It's hard to keep up because I have all of my sales written down, honestly, in my journal in a storage unit that I haven't been back to for over 4 years because I've traveled the world for over 4 years. And two, guys, it brings up another point. I mean, you have to understand and think about time freedom. Guys, I've now spent time learning Spanish for a couple of years. My Spanish is coming along. My Portuguese is getting better. I speak Mandarin really well. I went to China twice. I probably went to China and been there probably 6 months. It's a little more complicated visa process, but it's easy to get in. It's an amazing country. It has nothing to do with what you see online and in the media. You go there, and I tell you, I've traveled the world. They're some of the most hospitable and amazing people that are out there. I put them among the top, tied with Brazil for number 1 in the Philippines. All three are amazing people, amazing cultures that go out of their way. Thailand is right up there too. The people in Asia are amazing. Guys, the stuff that you can do when you get into leverage and understanding how to move from these really lower to lower middle class mindset ideas and trading time for money and just not understanding how to get out of that, maybe reading Robert Kiyosaki and trying to move yourself through the different quadrants and understanding like what they are, maybe from reading his book, but he never talks about how to do it. That's another reason why I teach this stuff, is I'm trying to fill in the gaps and fill in the blanks and help people get past these roadblocks because people don't show them how to do it. Because you know why? The offers that are out there, they're piecing together all of these things and teaching it all piecemeal, marketing, sales. Most people don't even touch on mindset, which is the number one thing that you need to be able to move your mind into those higher levels and into those quadrants. But the number one reason why people have these issues is you need a system. You need an actual system that's a growth infrastructure that allows a literal transformation to move yourself into a completely different stratosphere, to move your clients into a completely different stratosphere. Okay, this is about moving your mind and changing your mind into those, cash flow quadrant things you've heard about Robert Kiyosaki talking about, into the things the top 5% utilize, and break past these barriers. Okay, there's an entirely different plane that you need to move on. These lower level thoughts right here, if you can see this, let me get a little laser pointer. If you're looking right here and you're stuck at these lower level middle class time for money thoughts, they're always going to hit this barrier. If you're becoming more aware of like, man, I've got to get past that. I've got to get past these hourly requirements and that are holding back my wage. And then you start saying, wow, there's ways to get out there. And I'm thinking higher level thoughts. But I know about Robert Kiyosaki and I see he's teaching these things and teaching me how to do it, but he doesn't really show me. Well, guys, you're in the right place, because I want to show you how to do this and how to utilize AI. So you can just plug it in. You see what I'm doing here? You're going to just plug this in and install it in your own business. You're going to plug this in and install it in your clients' businesses, because what this is an actual AI automation system that delivers you conversations. Because the way you move up in this mindset and move your thoughts to higher levels and get over this hurdle that you've put for yourself by doing it the wrong way is you have to have conversations with real people in your target market, and you have to really do all of the work and all of the growth right here in this sales section. Okay, the sales area is where you're going to make your life and your business happen. And the way it's taught is the number one thing that's going to change, your outcomes, because you have to be able to be in a mentorship and be in guidance that allows you to utilize some of the most powerful things on earth, and that is emotion, and how to utilize emotion and transfer belief to your prospects by stacking this value, by connecting with your prospects, and by going through this proven sales script that I've created from $15 million in sales. And I'm not giving it all away here. I will give more away. Just give me time. I'm still building out some of these systems to help you, because I'm systemizing how I want to share this information and share this knowledge, because I've done it one-on-one, but I too am always working on flywheels in my business to grow how I can help people and to move it faster. And the number one thing is you have to install a system to have conversations with people and be able to create the right offer to ask for at least $4,000, if not 10, 12,000, 50 to 100,000 plus if you're getting into the enterprise level work. And guys, I have a developer that develops for enterprise level clients. I worked for two of the top 3 to top 5 publishers / technology companies selling software that students utilized in their learning with their professors in colleges. And I have that experience, and I utilize the same processes with my prospective clients there in the millions that I sold and managed and oversaw there. So you have the right people in place, and the value that I offer is that I teach it and I simplify it, and I have really literal blueprints that you can utilize to install in your business. Okay, so getting back to this mindset, this barrier that you have right now, don't worry about it. You need to get past it by simply investing in yourself, whether it's me or somebody else. Okay, you've got to get over this barrier by doing what the top 5% do. What do? We hire people that are performing better than us so that we can see how they're doing it. And guys, what they're doing is they're utilizing leverage. And the leverage that I want to help you utilize is I want to give you that confidence so that you can create an offer that is getting you $4,000 sales in your business and beyond. But we can start with $4,000, okay? If you have a bit of experience, or if you've already worked in enterprise level sales, or if you have your first $250,000 or $1 million of sales under your belt, I can help you hire. Okay. But we want to make sure we're delivering, and we want to make sure that we're starting out and getting that first case study and that first part of your flywheel, because everything I'm talking to you about now is what you're going to do with us in your community in creating content. The first content you're creating is going to be selecting your niche and utilizing AI in your offer so that you can essentially have more time to practice sales. This process is designed to help you get in front of more people and allow them to see you in your YouTube channel and videos that you create and that we help you create with scripts and templates and, everything that you ever needed to just turn the camera on and start talking. I will, even with some of my clients, I will literally do a video call with them, and I will say, all right, this is your first video. And I will literally guide them through what we're saying and how they're going to post so that they can start their journey of outreach. If they're helping people write novels, if they're helping any niche under the sun, it can be literally anything. We're going to get you through it, but you have to start thinking about how you can change your mindset and how you can change your thoughts and how you can move into these higher level thoughts like Robert Kiyosaki and utilize someone like me or some other top 5%er to jump right over that barrier you've created, okay? By utilizing leverage and showing people yourself and how you're helping people and creating videos on your knowledge about how to write novels and how to maybe brain dump and utilize AI to just go through the characters of what people are going to be in your story, go through the elements of the story, and just talk to AI, something like Claude, and speaking through that, and then just getting that transcript and just going through your process and simply recording that and putting that on your YouTube channel and creating trust and creating a flywheel for your people. But in so doing, you're going to get your thoughts out there and you're going to start interacting with them, because that first video you make is going to help you get that first case study. And even if you don't sell $1 million property like I did, it's okay. You can help someone that's trying to write or in writing, any part of your niche. You can help them and create that first case study, and you're going to post that on your channel. And then you're going to make an online Facebook community. You're going to have your online YouTube channel where you're going to keep posting videos. And once you have posted enough for several weeks, or maybe the first 30 to 45 days, then we're going to help you create a VSL, which is a video sales letter, which is something where you explain, hey, I help people that are writing novels and are stuck and want to publish, and we help you publish in the next 90 days with our proven system. And here's my case study, and here's how it can work for you. And you make a video like this, and this is where you explain how you do what you do, and you can even list your price here, and you post this on your YouTube publicly, so that as you create more content here, and as people go through this flywheel, I don't want a lasso, I want a laser. As you go through this flywheel and this thing goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, it just spins and generates value for you. And people automatically start, because what the end result from this VSL is they're actually moving down from this, and they're simply going into and they're booking a call with you, okay? This piece right here, we're going to create this right now. This is a call, one-on-one with you. This one-on-one call is where you're going to do your selling, and this selling is going to come from the script that I give you. You can simply walk through it and talk through it. It's not a big deal. It's not difficult. You're just going to be gathering information, getting to know them, but pointed information. Because the sales process I take people through is a serious process. Guys, listen, there's levels to this language stuff, okay? There's levels to the thought processes in how you run your business. And these layers or these echelons or these tiers, it applies to every aspect of your business, from your thoughts, which start out down here, to moving up a little bit higher, to moving up to the point where you think you understand what this stuff is, to then where we have to just throw you into these class 5 rapids and you have to start learning to swim and you have to start practicing, and then you have to realize, wow, I just need to do this and I need to understand how this works, because you're going to take them through this process and you're going to move past this mental block you have on sales, because all it is a conversation, and it's a really fun conversation to have. Because just think, if you're somebody that's helping people write novels in 90 days that they've been trying to write for 5 years, and all you have to do is get directed rapport with them about how they had already gone through and watched videos about how you helped somebody for free already, or you're helping them for the first time and you can do it for free, and you can just explain to them and read through what I've written here. What led you to get on the call with me today? And you're going to listen and you're going to understand, and you're not going to answer and then solve their problems, because that's not what this part is for. This is to diagnose and to listen like a doctor would listen, so that you can get a clear picture from the beginning. But guess what? People don't open up all the way in the beginning. You have to get past that first level and that first layer of rapport through this information gathering. As you spend more time with them, we get into directed information gathering that you're going to then loop in later and utilize to help essentially ask for the sale and make the sale happen. But understand, guys, this script and this process, it's all about getting reps in right here in the sales process with people that you want to talk to in the niche that you love. Listen, if you want to go back to the 4-hour work week and talk about what the backbone of that book is about, it's about efficiency. How are we going to become efficient? Well, you're going to have to become an expert in your area. So if you're helping people do this writing, you're going to have to show people how you're doing it yourself right now, or find that first free person that you know needs help getting it done. And you're going to take them through a process to get it done, and you're going to document it and make videos on it, and you're going to share that, and sharing that's going to help other people come to you, and it's going to help that flywheel move and move and move around until you can just spend all your time on sales, because we've gotten you into this niche with this proven sweet spot, right? The AI. It's simply getting you on these calls and just helping you move through this process with your clients or your prospective clients and helping them become clients. So getting back into this mindset, guys, the mindset is about moving you into action. You see what we're doing here? We're just getting you to take action. Lots of massive, massive action. This is what separates the men from the boys. Every single person online is talking and talking and talking. But guys, that's why we take action, and we show that action again back on this flywheel while you're making this offer, creating this offer, and getting your first sale and working on your first 10,000, okay? And we can get you up into these higher numbers, but that's a process in and of itself. The first part here for what we're doing today is helping you understand we have a process to get you there. We can get you that first sale at 4,000. We can get you that free client because we want you to have that case study. We want you to share and show people you're taking action and move them into community that you interact with every day. And you might say, hey, I've got a new video today on how I have helped my first client get his first chapter done, to get his first outline done, to get the outlines of his characters done, to get how those characters are going to develop by the end done, to show how the characters are going to interact with each other and how they're going to grow and change, and how we're going to see that as an audience here, and how we're not going to see it later. And we're going to show how this is mapped out clearly in these 6 different sections. And then we're going to help them in the 5th week put those together. And you have this simple process that starts coming together, and you're making these videos on it because you're going to use an outline. And you're going to use the same accelerator system I'm showing you here to map it out and to show them. So if you look at that, that's action. And that's what we're showing now to get and generate these sales and to move these sales. Because guys, this is the number one problem we're facing right now. People are losing belief. Well, how do you change that? How do you show that online? Well, you take action and you document and you record. And that's what we're doing right here, okay? All right, so let's get back to my laser and let's get back to this hand. All right, so that's the barrier you face. Now, a very important part of this is understanding where you are and where you want to go, okay? Setting goals the right way by surrounding yourself by the right people is what my community is all about, guys. If you have doubts about this, or if you know that there's systems out there working, you just don't know how to do it, there's literal billions being sold online in these courses. It is a huge market. But if you want to move yourself into action in this space, you first have to map out and document where you are now. And if you're surrounded by the wrong people, you're not going to get to the right places. So I encourage you to go to the link in my description and to join my community. It's absolutely free. And in there, I'm going to share goal setting. You can, subscribe here. I'm going to share how I help people set goals, but it's all about, change in yourself, broadening and changing your perspective so you can get past these barriers by exposing yourself to people that are taking action and recording and showing what they're doing in niches, so you can see different people and understand, oh wow, all I really need to do is just record myself while I'm helping people do this stuff and putting it online, and it's attracting more people. And then later you can make a video sales letter and actually have a systemized process to pump these people into calls and to move these people into calls with you. And later I'll get into more advanced stuff. You can hire closers that I have, that you can easily outsource this stuff and pay them 10% and keep this flywheel moving and humming. But there's levels to this stuff, guys. We're starting at just the first level, the first case study, the first few videos, and the first sale, and the first picture that you have of yourself, because that current view you have of yourself is what's holding you and keeping you in this area where your thoughts don't get past that barrier. Okay? You need to expose yourself to people and understand that this is not the limit that you have on yourself. This barrier that we're now showing here is a different representation in this circle. This barrier, it's imaginary, it's not real, okay? And it's influenced by the people you're around. You need to see your actual potential. You're worth so much more, and you can do so much more than the 9-to-5 or the corporate job that you're stuck in. You know it and you feel it, and if you see that and have that feeling in your gut, you have to start taking action and trying this stuff, guys. I've only spent $30,000 so far in paying the top people in the different companies that I worked, as well as people offering courses online and people teaching different online systems, because I knew I could do it if these other people could do it. And what you find is it's more about just trying different things and seeing what works for you. Trying this free community, seeing if it works for you, trying different, maybe niche specific communities, but you have to be willing to look at and understand that you're only going to see these other parts of yourself if you're in communities and taking action, and not just on the sideline sitting here thinking and holding yourself in these barriers. Okay? Super important to understand that you are so much more and you are worthy of so much more, and you simply need to put the right system into your mind and work with people that you would like to work with over here. Work with people that you'd like to work with by talking to them on what we call a sales call, where we just have a structured conversation to get to know them deeper. And then later, at the appropriate moment, once we've built the right value and set up the right framework and the right structure and the right framing so that we can leverage the right offer, once we've built the value all the way up to here, and the thought about how much of a transformation and a change you're going to be able to offer your prospect, we're going to offer it at a price that's way down here and so worth it and so easy for them to take, because you can have them pay in full. You can have them pay in payments over time as well for maybe a little bit more. If it's $4,000 for you, you can offer it to them over 3 months, maybe for $6,000 instead, so that they can finance it out more easily and get started right away. But that transformation that you're going to offer, you first have to be willing to take that transformation in yourself by surrounding yourself with different people that are doing it, by thinking different thoughts than you are, by seeing other people that are utilizing different thoughts and systems to take action. Okay? Listen, I've done this for a while. I've trained hundreds of sales reps, helped people now make money online. The number one thing you're hopefully catching on to is this intersection here in your niche and the right powerful system to hit the sweet spot, I'm going to just tell you guys right now, this right here, it comes because we can install such powerful systems that allow people to not get stuck in, so much in the mindset and so much in the marketing or so much in the sales or so much in not knowing where to start. Guys, this, being able to give people a system so that they can sit there on sales calls and speak with people that need to write novels and explain this proven system that you have, it's how you start moving this flywheel of your life and utilizing leverage, because you have to start understanding the difference in thinking on the lowest plane or the lowest level and thinking on the leveraged plane where you're able to actually take action and reach your goals. Because just a little bit, the tiniest amount of placing the right belief in the right place, it is a powerful force. It is so powerful. It is one of the most powerful forces in the world because it utilizes emotion, human emotion. And that belief in yourself, to actually invest in yourself, to join a community, to pay and expose yourself to people that are in the top 5%, that sliver of belief, okay, that is what is going to allow you to move yourself into taking action, and the right action, in iterating and understanding how to work with your target prospects in this sales script process so that you can literally work with them, help them achieve their goals, and in so doing, take action to reach your goal. It's all about getting you on these sales calls with your prospects, okay? So understand, guys, placing that belief in the right place is where this discovery comes into place. Because once you start hitting some of these places here where you should be placing your belief, because guys, your current belief, it's over here. Your current belief is here. And if it's not working, it's not moving, you gotta move where you're placing your belief. Do you believe in this system that I'm telling you about? It's right over here. It's in a part that you haven't discovered, you haven't seen, you haven't tried. Look at this diagram. Understand that the potentials are opposing. If you are stuck here and you're stuck in this limited view of who you are and how this all works, and you're thought of, oh, I think that guy makes money online, or oh, I think he does it, and you're sitting on the sidelines like most people right here in your thoughts, and you're just sitting in your thoughts, and you're just thinking, and you're not getting anything done, you're not moving. Guys, all that exists in this current circle, that represents you and who you are and where you are and what you're thinking, what you're doing, your entire worldview and perspective. Opening that up starts with moving yourself into these different areas of potential. This might be my group. This might be someone else's group. It doesn't matter. You have to invest in yourself, and you have to be willing to move into it. I offer this stuff for free so you can understand and see there are transformations that I offer my clients. And that is the real basis of every fundamental part of every part of this flywheel process I'm taking you on, and helping you discover other parts of yourself that you literally can't even see. You don't know, you don't understand. It doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 60 years old. There's parts of yourself you still haven't discovered. In order to do that, you have to expose yourself to new things. You have to go to new places and new cultures like I do. I've traveled the world over 4 years because I love experiencing new cultures, new places, meeting new people, and really just living the dream I always dreamed of. But you will never see those things. You'll never experience those things if you don't go there, if you don't take action and move there and physically go to that culture and see how experiencing it changed you and helped you see a different side of yourself, a different side of the world that you never knew was out there. So understand that there's so much represented in some of these diagrams that I'm showing you about your potential, about belief, about investing in yourself, about getting around the top people in your market or people that have sold and understand different ways to do things. That's something everybody can agree on. When you meet someone else that's done something a different way, you can learn something new, and you can see that there's ways to sell products for money online. And that's what I love helping people do right now with my Flywheel. So I will get into just a little bit of this sales piece here, because there's different ways to view sales, and looking at sales as a cost. Guys, you cannot sit yourself there. I mean, you can keep living that life making, what are you making, $30,000-$60,000 a year, 100, 150. That's okay money, but is it allowing you the time to do what you want? Could you make $60,000 and be happy because you're utilizing some of Tim Ferriss's thoughts about expanding what your money can do in a set period of time? Okay? You're not going to get off of those lower levels and planes of thinking over here if you're viewing it all as a cost, because there's value in exposing yourself to proven systems that you can install and start in and be on the right path right away, faster to getting your first sale and moving you into these flywheels that fly at incredible speeds and incredible paces. That's how you make money. You're going to move people into spending time on the things that move the needle the most in your business, so you can do like I'm doing and travel the world and get your time back if that's your goal, or just stay working on meaningful things that you like to work on and let AI callers handle the rest. Because these systems are extremely powerful, they're extremely scalable, but you don't have to worry about that. You have to just start thinking about the start. Because building an online community is a powerful way to have that automatic sale come in and have that life that you have always wanted in it. Your customers only have to pay $4,000. It's not a lot of money. It's money that people have available to transform themselves and do the same thing you're doing, because you're essentially helping them reach their goals. If they want to write a novel and they've tried for 5 or 7 years to do that, and then you help them get on a path and have an outline and have the first draft done within 90 or 100 days, don't you think they're willing to pay for that? Or do you think you could get somebody for free to do that and put them into your flywheel and utilize that to bring other people? They're going to watch your VSL where you tell them, hey, here's how I help this person do this. I can help you do the same. Hop on a one-to-one call with me, and you take them through a guided process, get to know them a little deeper. I show you how to show massive value and transformation to them. And then you simply ask for the sale after you go through that process. I'll give you this sales script. You can get it in my community. Just join my community. I'll put it in the community. Get it in there. I'll make videos about the sales and marketing and mindset. Oh man, I love doing this stuff. It's some of my favorite things is helping people, because I grow myself and I see larger pictures of myself. I see larger efficiencies, and I love helping people see that change and transformation in themselves from moving to this lower level thinking and thinking you need to trade time for money, and to understanding how you can create an offer that's leveraged, that it's transformative, and it's so powerful that you can move yourself into these really levels of income hourly that allow you to do what you want to do. That's the crux of the problem. You can make money, anybody can, but is it enough to make $15 or $80 an hour? Would you be more open to the idea of going through this sales process with ideal clients or prospective clients you want to know, work with, and help write novels, and just help them do that for $4,000 and be able to trade that time within about an hour to an hour and a half sales call with them, and build that connection and help them see that transformation and help them get that product done, where in this case they can actually make money with that. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. You can also do that same process for other people that need sales leads called and just help them install this AI system, and just pick and choose a niche and just install this and find that sweet spot that's meaningful to you, where you have past experience. I'll make another video about this, and you'll see me post it on this channel and in my group, because it's all about finding what you're passionate about and finding what you love doing. So you can overlap that with the current trends in the market, if it's AI or something else. And if it is AI, listen, I have a complete system that you can install in people's business to get them on sales calls so they can have their transformative conversations, get their results, call everybody back that they ever market to, and call back everyone they've ever spoken to in the last 10 years, because we want to see you get this first case study, and we want to see you post how you're doing it, and we want you to share. We'll give you a roadmap of what to share. I'll make videos on that, and just help you create this flywheel, help you create this community, and just help you see what it's like to get this transformative revenue that allows you that time freedom that I know everybody's chasing, so that you can utilize content creation to get those sales and work in the niche that you love, utilizing current trends that are out there and understanding leverage at every single point in this. Because right now, maybe with you, you have a gap in how much trust you have in me or someone else of how this stuff really works. So what I'm doing is exactly what I would recommend you to do, is create more content for people that are writing novels. Give them that free content about how they can create the outline, how they can utilize Claude and throw every single note they've ever taken into Claude and get that into an outline, and just make a video on that. Make a video about the character transformations that they need to have. Make a video on how they can just take out a piece of paper and write down those 6 characters that they have and their character traits, and how they're going to develop through what interaction, and how to keep that simple, and how the basic methods of storytelling and utilizing a storyline, how are you going to help them systemize that, and just take each and every individual one of those ideas, and we'll help you bullet point those and make videos on them. Okay, utilizing this same system that I'm showing you right now, because that content creation, guys, it's the core and key to how you're going to bridge this gap that you have with your prospective and dream clients out there. So if any of this is making sense to you, then follow me. I'm going to give you more content. I want you to see the power of these growth accelerators for community creators, and we're going to help you create content. We're going to help you have sales. I have proven marketing systems that you can literally utilize and install. You can just hire somebody to do it, and then we'll help you move it in-house so that you can save cost. Every single one of these elements that I've covered, it has different levels. We're going to help you start at the beginning. We're going to help you grow up, as high as you want to go. It can take as little as, 30 days to 45 days to really, we ask for a commitment of 3 months. And if you're interested, find my video on how you can take action below. I have a link to it below. You can watch that and jump on a call with myself, where I'm going to help you utilize some of our systems to start making money online. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the call.